December 1st, 1948, Somerton Beach, Australia. The ocean was calm, but the morning air carried a chilling secret that would baffle the world for over 7 decades. But the story actually begins the night before. At 7 p.m., a couple parked their car near the beach. Through the dim light, they saw a man lying against the seawall. He extended his right arm toward the sky, then let it fall limply to his side. The couple assumed he was just a drunk falling asleep. They drove away. The next morning at 6:30 a.m., 2 horse riders found him on the beach. Only this time, he wasn't sleeping.
Stay here, let me check.
He was dead. He was dressed perfectly in a suit and tie, his shoes polished. An unlit cigarette rested gently on his collar. There was no blood, no signs of a struggle, just a perfectly preserved body left to the ocean. The police searched his pockets. They found a train ticket, a comb, and a pack of juicy fruit gum. They also found an Army Club cigarette pack, but inside were expensive Casitas brand cigarettes. It felt completely staged. But the most chilling detail, he had no wallet, no ID, and absolutely nothing to prove he ever existed. When detectives examined his clothing, they discovered something terrifying. Someone had carefully removed his identity. Every single manufacturer's label, had been meticulously cut out. The autopsy room brought no answers, only more horror. The coroner found his spleen severely congested and his stomach filled with blood. He had been murdered. The cause of death was unnatural, poison. But when the toxicologist ran the tests, the results came back completely clean. The coroner suspected 2 rare undetectable poisons, digitalis or ouabain. Both induce heart failure and vanish from the bloodstream without a trace. Only a highly trained professional would have access to these untraceable toxins. Was the Somerton Man an assassin's target? Weeks turned into months. The man was embalmed and put on public display. Thousands of people looked at his face, but nobody recognized him. Just as the police were about to give up, they found a massive clue. An abandoned brown suitcase at the Adelaide railway station. It had been checked in the day before the man was found dead. When they cracked it open, they found a strange collection of items. More clothes with every single label violently cut out. A custom stenciling brush used for marking cargo ships. A sharply modified table knife ground down into a deadly concealed weapon. And the smoking gun, a spool of rare orange barber thread. It was the exact same rare thread used to repair the lining of the dead man's trousers. The suitcase definitely belonged to him. But despite finding his luggage, they were no closer to finding his name. The suitcase only proved that he was a traveler, heavily prepared, and hiding his identity. In 1948, the Cold War was heating up. 2 uranium mines were operating nearby, and Soviet spies were known to be active in the region. The police decided to examine the body one last time, and that is when a sharp-eyed detective found something completely hidden. Deep inside the dead man's trousers was a secret fob pocket. Tightly rolled up inside was a tiny scrap of paper. Printed on it were 2 Persian words, Tamam Shud. It translates to, "It is ended," or "finished." The words were torn from the final page of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a 12th century book of poetry about living fiercely and accepting the inevitability of death. A massive police search was launched to find the book. Miraculously, a local doctor came forward. He told police that someone had tossed a copy of the Rubaiyat into the back seat of his unlocked car, parked near Somerton Beach on the night of the murder. When detectives flipped to the last page, they held their breath. The words Tamam Shud had been ripped out. The scrap matched the torn page flawlessly. But the book held 2 more terrifying secrets, hidden in the back cover. The first was an unbreakable code. 5 lines of random, chaotic letters. Naval intelligence, the FBI, and modern cryptographers have all tried to break it. The second secret in the back of the book was a phone number. It led the police straight to a young nurse named Jessica Thompson. Jessica lived just 400 meters away from where the body was found. The dead man had walked to her neighborhood before he died. When detectives brought her in and showed her the plaster bust of the dead man,
I don't know where he is.
She completely broke down.
I don't know where he is.
She looked like she was about to faint. But as she stared at his lifeless face, she coldly told the police, I do not know him. Was she a Soviet spy handler? Did she poison him for a failed mission? Or was he a rejected lover who came to say his final goodbye? Jessica took her secrets to the grave, completely refusing to ever speak of the Somerton Man for the rest of her life. For decades, he rested under a tombstone that simply read, "The Unknown Man, a ghost of the Cold War." In 2022, DNA testing finally gave him a name, Carl Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne. But knowing his name didn't solve the mystery. It only deepened it. Why was he there? Who poisoned him? And what did the Unbreakable cipher mean? The Somerton Man is no longer nameless, but his story remains exactly as he left it. Tamam Shud. It is finished. Drop your theory below, subscribe to Shadowy Chronicles, and stay out of the dark.